Hi,
Hi,
this
this
is
is
Tim
Team
Lee.
Lee.
This spring, we're seeing a surge of assignment units listed at a very attractive price, and yet they are still not selling.
Everyone who has been paying attention to the market recently may come to understand that some of the reasons could be a combination of interest rates not being low enough, as well as the buyer sentiment is not there due to economic uncertainties, as we may have seen in the news. A lot of things going around these days, and as a result, because of these uncertainties, the owners may consider selling their condominium units before there is an official closing date. So this is what's called an assignment sale, and we are going to dive a little deeper into it. Hopefully, be able to address some of the questions you may have in a Q&A session.
So today, we'll be doing a Q&A session regarding the things related to condo sales, closing, and assignment sales. Would you be able to walk me through the steps of purchasing a pre-construction condo?
Certainly, a developer might plan out a certain neighborhood. They want to revamp the whole neighborhood by building a super high tall condos or medium rises. When that happens, they would certainly promote their ideas or the plans onto the medias, and they would call up some of the real estate agents for promotion. And if certain buyers are interested in buying or purchasing those units allocated to those sales centers or real estate agents, they will then sign up and pay the deposit fee. Normally it's about 20%, but it depends on the developers and the situation of the economy at that time. That being said, once the construction starts and the foundation is ready to go, the buyers will be able to choose the interiors and the concept and the design concepts, I would say. And they will then wait about 2 years after that, 2 to 3 years. And once that's completed, they will then do what's called the final closing. That's when you show the developer that you're ready to buy, you're ready to purchase.
All right, Sam. Then basically, what is an assignment sale?
That's a great question. So an assignment sale is something that an original owner who purchased the pre-construction condo unit wanting to sell or assign their rights to the next purchaser. So towards the end of the construction of a condominium development, they'll be able to assign the rights for the units to another buyer.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, then when can I post my pre-construction unit for an assignment sale?
That's a great question also. So before 6 months before the development finalizes, or even during your occupancy period, you can also actually put up your unit as an assignment sale. And anytime before final closing, essentially, you'll be able to assign your unit to someone else and sell it.
Oh, okay. That's what we call an assignment sale.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, then what are the steps involved in an assignment sale if I were to hand over my unit to someone else?
Yeah, certainly. Well, so during your contract, when you sign up as an original purchaser, there will be a line item that says you'll have to get a permission from the developer or something along those lines. And when you find another buyer that's willing to buy your unit, you'll be able to then ask the developer if you can assign the sale to someone else and have another person take over the sale. That would be the first step. Second step is going through the regular sale cycle, like you would do a real estate transaction.
Oh, I see that. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Are there any limitation for the buyers when purchasing an assignment unit?
That's a great question. So, when you purchase as an original buyer of a condominium unit, you are able to choose your upgrades, you're able to choose your designs and certain things inside of your unit. But as an assignment sale, if you're a buyer buying a pre-construction unit through an assignment sale, you are not able to, or you may not be able to purchase the unit through choosing of your customization, things like that. So certain limitations could be applied.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
Then if I'm a buyer, if I'm a new purchaser of the unit through the assignment sale,
Yeah.
is there any risk that I have to know in advance?
Certain risks for sure. It's really good to double check who the developer is and what the taxes are. You'll certainly be accounted for the HSTs and commissions and things like that. So do your research. That's what I would highly suggest. Yeah.
Then assignment sale, based on what you said, we need approval from the builder, right?
Correct, yes.
But then what if the builder refuses to approve the assignment sales?
Well, most likely they will allow it at a certain time. But if they choose not to really give you the permission, then you will have to close the unit out, essentially buy the unit out.
Okay, so what are the costs involved during an assignment transfer transaction?
Yeah, certainly. So if you were to put up your unit as an assignment sale, first of all, you would be paying an administration fee to the developer. There are lawyer fees involved, and certain things like, unpaid deposits could be there, depending on the time period of the development phase. And also, if you are selling your unit, then you'll be on the hook for paying your realtor a commission.
That's right.
Yeah, and certain other things could be involved, but that's the basics of it. But once you make a decision, you work with a real estate agent, please reach out to your accountants or lawyers. Will be able to actually walk you through what else could be involved as well.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
a little more complicated when
A
you're
little
the
bit.
seller of the assignment.
Certainly, yeah.
And if I'm the seller, am I on the hook? Am I on the hook for the capital gain tax?
That's a great question. So, how you be on the hook for capital gains tax is when you sell your unit at a premium. Say you buy a unit at $400,000 and you found a buyer willing to pay $500,000 for the unit. You'll be responsible for that $100K you made as a capital gains. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So as a seller, if I sold my unit as an assignment, will I get my deposit back?
Certainly, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then what is an occupancy period, and is there any cost involved?
So that's a great question. So some developers allow this, or some developers have this period, so that people can move in even if the construction is not finished yet. So towards the end of finishing a certain developer project, you as an owner would be able to move into a unit.
Okay, thank you very much for the information.
No
Then.
problem.
Yeah. So in this market, current market of the year of 2025, if you're the owner, if you're the seller of the assignment sale, would you still put up your unit on the market, or would you just close the sale as the original purchaser?
I would highly suggest closing the sale out with the developer and wait a while until the market recovers a little bit. I think we have a little bit more room to go down. And once we've kind of hit that bottom line, we will definitely be able to bounce back up. So yeah, I would say if you're not in a rush, just please hold it out and then consider selling as a resale unit.
About 2-3 years, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Of course. So as a buyer, in terms of the buyer's perspective, would this be an ideal time for you to purchase a new unit?
Certainly. I mean, the stats say it, right? We are essentially in a buyer's market. So buyers have a lot of choices on choosing the right condo, right location, and right price even. So it really depends on what your needs are, but essentially you'll have so much choice to pick up the right ones. Yeah,
Exactly, within the budget. Right?
that's correct. Yes.
All right. So are there any other option that you'd recommend to purchase other than assignment sale?
Yeah, I mean, if you are worried about the certain risks that are involved with the assignment sale, what I would highly suggest is working directly with the developer through an inventory sale. So every condominium project would have some certain units that they use it as a demo unit to show off their finished work and their craftsmanship, and those units will definitely go on sale at a discount, I would say. So the developers are willing to let go of the units as an inventory unit, and they are willing to work with buyers that are wanting to buy these units. So yeah, I would highly suggest considering an inventory sale.
Yeah, indeed. They also come with a cash rebate and then the credit on closing.
100%. Yes.
Many benefits.
Yeah. Sometimes they throw in a free parking. So yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Right?
Yeah.
So today we held a Q&A session about assignment sales. Hopefully Sam and I were able to answer some of your key questions. We currently have a number of units available below original purchase prices.
If you're thinking about selling, we can help you move your units faster. and plan for your next real estate journey. No matter what your needs are, Team Lee is here for you. So feel free to give us a call at 437-991-1688. Zero hassle.
Double the hustle.
Let's make it happen.